What's up, you guys? It's me again, and welcome back to my channel once again. I'm sorry, I'm just staring at this damn thumbnail. Yep, I don't like where this is going. I don't like none. I don't like all videos of where all the videos are going. Like, if based on fucking thumbnail, you know, and Snarled. I should have took my medicine. Took that migraine model medicine, whatever, ibuprofen, whatever that can knock me out right now. Well, back at it again with another creepy video, and this one is called The Late Night Messenger. I just can't, dude. I cannot. Please don't have no twist into it, because my brain is gonna hurt. You know, my brain is already hurting, is already malfunctioning from injuries, recovering, and damn. So without further ado, let's get right into it.
Hey, I'm Sapphire. Want to hear something scary? The Messenger. The following story was inspired by a submission from Victor. This is a story his grandfather told him. Victor's grandfather, Ricardo, used to work as a mail and message man. This was back when people communicated primarily through letters or Morse code. Because not everyone was literate, he was hired by people who needed someone to write their letters for them. Sometimes he'd be called to read aloud letters that had been received. One day, he received an urgent request from his employer via Morse code. Family needs your immediate assistance reading a letter. Double pay. It was the middle of the night and the address was at least an hour walk away, but Ricardo was fine with it if it meant more money. So he put on his coat, grabbed a lantern, and headed out. It was pretty chilly that night. The wind was gently whistling, the crickets were softly singing, and the only light was from the moon and Ricardo's lantern. He decided to take a shortcut through the wooded area of the town. The trees blocked out most of the moonlight, but Ricardo wasn't afraid of the dark. He had been walking for about 10 minutes when he noticed a very small, flickering light up ahead. Curious to know what it was, Ricardo picked up speed towards the light. As he came closer, he saw a handsome, sharply dressed, middle-aged man trying to light a cigarette. "Hey," the man called to him. "Want to give me a hand?" Ricardo walked up to the man and shielded his cigarette so that the flame wouldn't go out. He stunk of tequila. "You probably shouldn't be smoking," Ricardo mentioned. The man looked at him with a smile. "You sound just like my wife. What are you doing out here in the middle of the night anyway?" "I could ask you the same thing," Ricardo said, bluntly. He was never one to shy away from expressing his thoughts. The man chuckled and held out his hand and introduced himself as Javier. He gestured with his cigarette. "What the wife doesn't know won't hurt her. So, where you headed?" "The street by the old church." "I'm headed that way too. I'll walk with you."
Oh,
and
really?
so the two men began to walk side by side. Javier was very chatty and opened up to Ricardo. He confessed that he had gotten himself into a very bad situation and owed a lot of terrible people a lot of money.
Bye.
But tomorrow, he was going to confront the boss and negotiate a deal. There was a pretty high chance it would not end well. Ricardo asked him if his family knew about any of this, and Javier laughed. "My wife thinks I'm a traveling salesman. If she ever found out where our money actually came from, I'm a dead man." They reached the church, and Ricardo spotted the house he was looking for. It was a modest home, surrounded by a low fence covered in unique decorations Ricardo had never seen the likes of before. As he knocked on the door, Ricardo had completely forgotten about his companion, but when he turned around to say goodbye, Javier had already left. The door was opened by a small boy who led him inside. There, he was greeted by a visibly upset woman. The inside of the house was decorated with even more strange amulets and charms. The woman thanked him for coming at such a late hour and shoved a letter in his hands. Ricardo read the first line out loud. To the family of Javier Garcia. He paused. He silently read the rest of the letter to himself. With every word, his eyes grew wider and wider. His heart dropped deeper and deeper. Your husband is a worthless piece of shit.
Damn.
He's now underground where he belongs. And if you don't send the rest of the money he owes us, you'll join him too. Ricardo stared in total disbelief at the page.
Oh my goodness. Oh, hi guys. Yeah, Adriana just left she has a headache, and I guess this damn video just got her, so I'll call you. She'll be back. So as of now, I'm gonna be doing this video. My name is Kitty Cat, and just start this damn video.
In front of him, the woman was pestering Ricardo to read the letter aloud. He turned to Javier's family and said, "Your husband is fine. He was sent on a last-minute, very important trip. It won't be long before you see him again. I'm sorry, I have to go. Good night." Ricardo left the house with a knot in his stomach. The family was in danger, but he just couldn't bring himself to tell them the truth and ruin their image of Javier. Once he reached the fence, he found Javier was standing just on the other side, but he no longer looked clean-cut and put together. His face was battered and bruised, his suit drenched in blood and sweat. His limbs were contorted in horrific ways. He saw Ricardo and lifted his unlit cigarette with his mutilated arm. "Hey, want to give me a hand?"
Done.
Thank you to all of our patrons. If you'd like to join our VIP program, visit
I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. So all this time he was talking to the ghost. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. My brain is definitely not going to recover from this and from the next video that I'm going to make after this. So thank you guys for watching, and thank you for Kitty Cat for showing up. He's just him. So yeah. I just can't. Ah! Well, make sure you subscribe, follow me on Instagram if you want to. I'll put a description down below. Let me know what else. Well, let me know what y'all think about this video, cause fucking headache. As of now, see you later, my little nightmares. Peace.